Egypt has a very serious military power. Egypt is also known as the most powerful military power in Africa. The Egyptian armed forces are the military force tasked with protecting Egypt from any kind of attack that may come from the land, air, and sea. The Egyptian ground forces consist of military units from the Egyptian Air Force, the Egyptian Navy. This force has been involved in many wars with Israel. It is the 12th military force with the largest number of soldiers. Egypt is also known as the most powerful military power in Africa. There are 310,000 active soldiers and 610,000 soldiers, including 350,000 reserve soldiers. The 450-kilometer range Scud missiles produced by Egypt with North Korean support are available to the Egyptian army. It is estimated that there are around 90 Scuds in the Egyptian army. There are also North Korean-made Hwasong missiles in Egypt. These missiles include two models as short and medium-range missiles. 72 Soviet-made Frog 7 ballistic missiles are also located in Egypt. The Egyptian land forces were established in 1921. The Egyptian ground forces have a significant number of tanks. The number of tanks that the ground forces have is too serious a force to be underestimated. The Egyptian army has 1,030 M1A1 tanks. Some of these tanks were manufactured in Egypt and some in the USA. It is the most modern tank in the Egyptian inventory since it was produced in 1992. M1 Abrams are a serious force in the deserts of Egypt, although they are not very performant thanks to their large numbers. The M1 Abrams are not very high-performance tanks in the Egyptian deserts, but thanks to their large number, they can reach serious potential power. In addition, about 500 Russian-made T-90 tanks have also been ordered from Russia. These tanks will be produced in Egypt in the near future. The armored vehicles owned by Egypt are the M113s and FOD used by most countries, and the locally produced ST-500s, as well as the ST-100 and US-produced HMMWV vehicles. As for the missile system, Egypt is the country with the most serious missile system in the region. There are Type 63 and Soviet-made BM-21s and BM-14, as well as Egyptian-made RAD-200 and US-made M270 missile systems. The Egyptian ground forces have 41,000 armored vehicles, 1,056 howitzer systems, 962 towed artillery, and 528 missile systems. The Egyptian Air Force is the second largest. Under the command of the Egyptian Armed Forces, it is strength. Egypt also has a much stronger Air Force than the Israeli Air Force. The Air Force has around 1,000 aircraft. The Air Force has mostly US and Russian-made aircraft. Egypt is the third country with the highest number of F-16s. Two A-18 F-16 Fighting Falcons are used by Egypt. Egypt Air Force has 238 combat aircraft, 60 transport aircraft, 345 training aircraft, 340 helicopters, and 100 attack helicopters.
مباشرة تشكيل بقوة رف متعدد المهام طراز ميج 29 وطراز رافال، حيث يقوم بأعمال التموين في الجو بالمحاكاة باستخدام
The Egyptian Navy is the smallest force of the Egyptian armed forces. Although it is the smallest force, it has a serious number of ships. Egypt is the largest navy in Africa. The Egyptian Navy has a powerful fleet of fast attack boats, most of which are equipped with missile systems. Egypt also has 4 German submarines of Type 209. The Egyptian Navy has powerful frigates. The most powerful frigates in the Egyptian Navy are the 4,200-ton Alexandrias, produced by the USA, and the 4,100-ton Knox-class missile frigates. Egyptian and German production is a serious force in the 3,700-ton Amico A200.